everyone, welcome back. So I've been doing a lot of videos on this car, specifically my 2010 Chevy Tahoe LTZ. With the LTZ package, you have your memory here, right here. You can control the mirrors side to side, but also you can actually fold them in with these buttons here. But you can pretty much control bringing these in like so. And you can bring them in like that. Ever since I got this car, my passenger side hasn't worked. So I'll show you. So if I press the button, if you heard that motor actuating on the left side, pretty much that one doesn't move at all. It's a manual one. Only thing it does, it has the memory mirror thing. When you press 1 or 2 in the seat, the things will move, but also when you press those buttons that I showed you to actuate the mirror, that's the only thing it does. Like for instance, I was quoted $400 and something, almost $500 something for just that mirror at my Chevy dealership, which I was willing to pay, but I actually spent like $110, $116, I think, maybe less on the one that's there that I'm going to replace with, and it came off of a 2009 Chevy Suburban LTZ. So of course I can fold that one, but I actually have to push this one in to fold it. This is the mirror. It's from a 2009, and pretty much I took this out and I looked at it, and I actually, when I got this, I unhooked this right here and I plugged it in and it works, but it actually moves like that. It's very jumpy. And also it's worth mentioning, if you more than likely get this used, I got this off of Facebook Marketplace, it doesn't come with the screws, so you have to reuse the screws that came off of this. Pretty much the first thing you have to do is pop this out. So all you do is grab a grip somewhere and pull very carefully, but you have to pull it with force, like so. And then somewhat you have to there you go. So pretty much already a clip broke, and that was just like that. I didn't hear it snap. The clip broke right there, it's right here. And then secondly, it's these two pieces right here. You can either use this pry tool, a plastic pry tool. I've used this for everything in this car. This is a lightsaber. Or you can actually use like a pick or like a small flathead screwdriver, anything like that. Like these picks you can use. What you can do is you can go in here, if I can get it in, and you can just go like that and pop this out like so. There it goes. And then you have 2 bolts here. And then with this one, you have a little clip right there that you can either use a flathead or whatnot and pull this like so. That one comes out. Place it right here. And there's another bolt here. This is when a pick or a very small flathead can go in here. And pretty much you pry this open like so, if you can, but you have to hold it like this and have you do that as I'm prying this out. So you hold it up a little bit, pull down a little bit, if I can. There it goes. See how it just popped up and started coming out, and then you just pull out. There it is. Now, it is recommended to pull down the window just a little bit. Now, when you're unbolting it from here, you can actually hold it like this and use your other hand to unbolt it from there. And then this will just drop out and you can feed the wire through, because this right here is the actual screws, and we're not removing this because of this panel. So now this is when you can use this awesome pry tool. You can use a pry tool like this, or you can use a flathead, and pretty much you just go in here and you lift up and everything should click out. So these are all the wires that are connected to this, and pretty much you undo all the wires here. All of them are pretty self-explanatory. You literally pull this down, this little lever here down, and you pull that. And this one's the same way. There you go. Now pretty much you have to remember all these wires have to come through once everything's done in here. You have to remember that. So what we could do right now is we don't have to leave this hanging out. We can just shove this in here because we're going to be pulling this panel anyways. So let's keep it there. I have my wrench here. I have 2 extensions to a 10mm. And when you place these bolts back, since you're just, you don't have to hand tighten these really hard. You just hand tighten them to the point that they are secure because you just really don't want to strip this. So pretty much after that, since they are already undone, you can literally take the wrench off and just unscrew it by hand. So there's one. Here is 2. And here is 3. I didn't even tug hard. That was relatively simple. There we go. Okay, so pretty much this is actually the cable for this mechanism, so we're good. You have to turn this a specific way to pop it out, or you can actually squeeze it. So pretty much either you have to turn it like this and pry it, or there's these little tiny, I know you can't see it, but there's these tiny little things that you can put pliers in, pinch, and you can pull out. So I need to get pliers, I forgot to, and pretty much when you pry these 2 pieces together, they're like a clip, and then it pulls out like that, and then you just undo it from here. And honestly, installing this is so easier than removing it. So let me grab some pliers and we can take this out. There we go. And you pull out actually, so you pinch. I'll show you, hold on. Cool. Okay, so then this can go. So this is what I was trying to say about the little tabs here. So it's going to be in like this, and you can do this and pull them in and turn it like this, or and pry it out. And with this ball, it's in a little mechanism, and then you just lift it like that and it just pops out. So without the door panel, this is what it looks like. So unfortunately, we actually have to tear this all back just a little bit. We don't have to remove all of it. This wire's right here is connected to the mirror that goes like that to there. We have to remove these foam pieces. Hopefully these aren't brittle foam. That would suck. Looks like there's a space for this thing right here. Be so careful. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to go. And then there's the screws for all of that. So pretty much there is clips here that are attached with electrical tape. So pretty much once I remove these, I'm going to attach these again with electrical tape, like that. So I'm going to wrap electrical tape around the area and just slide it in, like so. I think I can slide this one out easily, like so. Yep, there we go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it like this, support it a little bit, and start unscrewing it. It shouldn't be that hard. There we go. There we have it. So this piece right here was causing me the problem. I had to pry it with the pliers and make sure it was held, and then I can pry it out. Okay, so we're gonna slide these in. Everything should just line up like it should. Like that. Should not move. Now I'm just gonna hand tighten them, and then I'll grab the wrench and tighten them. We're going to plug all these in, and everything is color coded. So this one says black, gray, green, brown, black, white, blue. This one's brown. Obviously this is black and white. It just goes over here. Here's black. Here's white. Shouldn't freaking work. Okay, so this is powered at the moment. Now we're gonna go over to the driver's side and see if this actually fits. Okay, moment of truth. Will this thing actually work? I'm gonna press this button right here and we'll see if it closes. Yeah, it takes a lot longer. Like this one is smooth. See what I mean? That one was, let me zoom in here. I mean, it works. Honestly, I hate that. I'm content with it. Now I'm actually just gonna place everything back together. I'm going to replace the bulb that is in there to there. This panel is gonna get placed back together, so let's do that. Everything's routed. I did that. I put the cables into this area. What I had to do is actually pry them out on those little white plastic pieces, pull them out, and wrap them to the actual cable. I couldn't slide them in what I thought I could, so I just grabbed electrical tape, wrapped it on both sides and placed it on them. So all of these cables right here are ready to go. This is the little foam that is supposed to go into here. So I'm going to do that pretty much where this area is, where this flap is, that's where this hangs. For right now, we're going to place back the panel. So to place this back on, what you have to do is that you will put this in like this, and then you'll have to turn this and pull like that to clip it onto this area right here. So pretty much you have to pull this out until this area, the silver, goes through it, and then pretty much it just goes in and connects like this. So pull, go through the slot, trying to see if you can get it in focus, and then that's it. It's so simple. It's actually easier to put this in than remove it. Well, everything is finally back. Had a little trouble placing this panel on because you have to put it over something for it to fit perfectly. But other than that, it's good. As you can see, it does work. It's just a little finicky. Yeah. But I really don't mind that as long as it can move. That's all I really care about. But anyways, y'all, I think that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't think I have anything else to say, but please subscribe if you haven't already. I will greatly appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.